trick, something I do when I change curtains. See, these are new, and I just washed them because I always wash anything like before having it in my home. Oh well, except for furniture and stuff. I throw, I'll throw the couch into the wash. Oh, hold on, look, I'm a little delirious now too because I have not been sleeping right for like the last month. I've been my insomnia keeps me up, and then I go to sleep at like 4 or 5, 6 in the morning, then get up at like 10 or 11, and then I'm dragging, because I just do stuff. But last night I actually slept like a normal person. Well, I woke up at 10. Well, I didn't go to bed until like 6. So hmm, hopefully I'll sleep like a normal person. I have melatonin here in my house somewhere, but I cannot find it. But I also have CBD. I just have to use that just to try to sleep. Okay, look. Let me show you this. Right there, you take the rings and you just fold the curtains. Okay, just do it like that. And did she throw it out? That bitch. Oh, sorry. I gave this lady this thing and she threw it out. Okay, never mind her. Anyway, whatever. I gave her a pan and I guess she threw it away. I asked her if she wanted it, this lady, anyway, I got distracted. Okay, here we go. Let me do that. Oh my God, my ACT. That young lady looks like she's very, very unhappy. She walks up and down the road with the dog. You can see she doesn't know. I can understand. I can relate. She's got a young kid. A lot of times women will they'll stay in a unhealthy relationship because of children, income, housing, health insurance, not because they're in love. The relationship is broken, been broken, I can relate. I know that feeling. And then oh darn it. And then you try to be a happy homemaker, and you're just going with the flow. Just going with the flow. Bye bye. Man, I missed the freaking ring. Did you believe it? All right, hold on. Did I get all of you? Oh no, I missed that one there too. Stinking Lincoln. Oh boy. Let's get it together. I have PTSD from this freaking ladder here. This is the one I fell off. Oh God! Here I go! Here I go! Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, that's in. And I forgot the other one. Damn it. All right. Almost there. Almost there. Almost. I was watching my security camera. I always do that, as soon as I rise. And, oh no, the frickin' screw came out. Oh no. Oh God. Anyway, so on the security camera the other night, or the morning rather, 2:30, I see these two dudes walking by the house. They're on the road. Not, they weren't near my home, but 2:30, you walking, And it wasn't a weeknight, a weekend. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Rocking and rolling. Keep going. Oh man, the freaking. I gotta get a screw. I can't. I need a taste ball. I gotta let her out. Hold on. Go. Come on. Go. Oh, you didn't go out? Now you're getting water? Okay, honey. I gotta watch you so you don't pee all over. She doesn't pee all over. I have these incontinence pads that I bought for her because and the freaking. Anyway, I rinse them off in the tub. I soak them in the tub and then I put them in a bucket and then I throw them in the wash on a quick wash and then I clean the machine. Okay. After washing them. Okay, we're up. All right. Yeah. Just to be environmentally aware because the wee pads, they're like Pampers, They are. I'll show you. I'll show everybody. I'll show off all my little, look, see? Incontinence pads. And I have a heavy plastic in case she misses, which she doesn't. She usually goes on that one. And then, she used to go here, but now she's old. And then she's got one over there. Yeah, these are you can buy these things at a medical supply place. Okay, here we go. I'm having all kinds of operating difficulties here. Okay, let's go back. I should book a spa day. I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll do that for July 5th. We went to the spa, my husband and I, it was our 10th anniversary, and we went to, Mohawk Mountain, and we had the massage. That was nice. And then we looked at the menus, and the food was like $85. No, it was very, very, very pricey. I was like, you know what? We can go get food from the diner. And that's what we did. In my past life, I was a big boy. Well, living in Manhattan, you got everything right there at my fingertips. You do anything. It's like magic. Okay, good. And these are her beds. I gotta clean this off. This was a sofa cushion from a sofa that I picked up because I reupholster stuff, and then I give it away. So anyway, Mohawk Mountain, beautiful place, beautiful place. Yeah, that was it's like a 2-hour spa treatment, and then well, that's the amount of time that you have in the spa lounge, because that was good. Oh my God. He was a good husband. He was a hard worker. Like I said, everything would have been hunky-dory if I never spoke and asked anything. But people just they don't communicate. There's nothing that, it's like you need a jackhammer to break up the cement to kind of get through. Tell me now! Tell me now! I want to know! All these things that you're supposed to know, Like, whatever. Oh well. always loved was the nonsense with the cell phone. I was like, okay, let me see your phone. And it was like, oh, I was like, okay, I got your number. All right. Stupid, just so stupid. Man, sometimes you like just. Sometimes you like children just in a male adult physical body. And it's like, oh no. I'm really, really 12, but my body is that of a 30-year-old man. But mentally, I'm about 12. I think after 50, they turn about 16. And then, like they say, the same thing. Men, you can't live with them, you can't live without them. That's what they say about us. Anyway. All right, we're done for the day. We're done for the day. Painting, dog bath. Oh, of course, and I put this one on backwards. Okay. All right, well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'll just take you off. Good workout. Good workout. Watch this thing fall off. Let the rod fall off, not me. Mother flower, come on, you. Oi. Oi. Bong. Yeah, so this lady, my neighbor walked by, and I was gonna put this pan, a mini bundt baking pan, just in front, like somebody could grab it. I asked her, I said, do you bake? And she said, yeah. I said, do you want this? And she said, yeah. And then I see her walking by with her dog. Well, maybe she went back home. I don't know. But she does look miserable. She's a young woman. She has a crappy relationship. Oh, I know. Because I'm Mrs. Kravitz. I know now. I know who drives. I know, yep. I just saw her man's truck pull out and she came out with the dog. Here I am, Mrs. Kravitz. Oh. Yeah, bad relationships. But like I said, women stay. For the financial security, they stay for health insurance. We'll stay for, because it's what the families teach you. Stay with your husband. Never leave your husband. Never disagree with your husband, ladies. Anything they say, they're correct, and we just have to get funny. Never ask them anything. Because then they'll tell you a lie, most likely. No, not all men, but a lot. That's the way it is. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I'm just glad I survived all that because it was a hell of a during the beginning, it was just within early couple of years, a threat was made by my deceased spouse that he was going to burn the car inside the house. because he couldn't get a car loan. And now me, because I am a blonde a lot of times, and when it comes to relationships, because I'm like, I didn't do a check on him. And then come to find out, well, after we got married, he lied about finances, and it was like, and we just got married like in May. And a few months after I found out, I was like, oh, how big of you not to tell me? How big of you? Thank you. Thank you for the, yeah, I bought these at Kohl's. And then what made my eye, what finally, like, the bulb started going off, it was like really dim. Because he couldn't get a car loan. And he worked in the trades, so he made a good salary. On a slow year, he was clocking on over 110, about 110,000 on a slow year. And then other side jobs he would always do. And so I was like, what's this? And then the light bulb went off, and I said, let me do a credit check. So this was back when you had to send in to do the credit, and you didn't, it wasn't like, right away. I got the report, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I didn't say nothing, and then I waited. It was like, cousin Nostra, you don't say nothing. And I waited about a week, and meanwhile my head was like popping off. And then I brought up some friends that I know that had to file bankruptcy and all that. And I brought up the topic, and then we finished dinner. And he washed up because he did that. And then I said, oh yeah, I want to show you something. So then I got the folder, and when he looked at it, I was like, we could have talked about this, because I wouldn't have married you. Because, like, when we got together, it was like, yeah, I was buying the house. I said, but we can be partners here, you and I. And, well, that didn't happen because of what happened. But then later on, when his credit, anyway, so the story with the car, he couldn't get a car loan. So I got the loan because my credit's always been good. Thank God. Just being smart and being responsible and not buying, like, oh, buy. It's like, you know what? Yeah, I ain't doing that. Anyway, couldn't get the car loan, so I got the loan, and then I'm very responsible. I'm like anally, when it comes to bills, it's like, that's it. If you're being paid, the check's made out. When I would mail stuff out, it's like, okay, you got to be postmarked the day before it gets to the drop box. As long as it gets, you got the stamp from the U.S. Post Office, they can't charge you a late fee. He was like sending in the payments late, and I was like, no, you can't do that. He was like, it doesn't matter. I was like, yeah, it does. And anyway, conflict about that, and then he said he'd burn the car inside the house. And I was like, oh, and well, that's how that happened. Yeah, that was a wild situation. We had moments. Thank God nothing ever happened to me though. So, ladies, gentlemen, when you meet somebody, and you want to hook up with them, and you're thinking that you're going to have a life with the person, and you try to make a way, do a background check. Unless it's a hit or miss, whatever, like the boys say, get it in, one of those deals. But if you're going to have even with women, a sleepover, a visit, okay, I'm done, I'm good, thanks for the entertainment, goodbye. No, you can't take a shower, goodbye. I'm wasting my water, no. You gotta think like a man. Anyway, so there's that story, another story. And the reason why I'm sharing this stuff is because I'm going to be putting all of this in my book. Good stuff, nothing bad. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. Yeah. Always do a credit check. if you're gonna date somebody, if they're just gonna be like, what boys say, slam bam, whatever, or get it in, 12, 12, 12, 12. Anyway, that's that story. So my curtains are up. I have to get myself super exhausted so I could sleep like a normal person. But so that's it. I went a long way for that story. But anyway, I'll have more to post. Oh, I have to show off my cabinets. They came out really nice. Oh, I gotta clean up the countertop because I've just been busy. Look, they'll get a second coat tomorrow. They'll get a second coat tomorrow. He'll replace this one because when I had cabinets made, he made them 15. These are 15 inches and they were too big. And then I was like, okay, I spent this money. I'm not going to say, okay, what am I going to do? Go buy more curtains again? Oh my God, I'm so sweaty. But anyway, so now I got these made. There you go. The other ones I'll just put, I actually used one in the bathroom. I had another cabinet that I gave away, which I should have kept the countertop because it was quartz. And this quartz here, I got to clean all this off. This is from our restaurant supply place. This is a 60-inch piece, 60 by 24. This was about, I think it was like $600 when I bought it. This same size piece, if you go to one of the home stores, costs you about $2,000. But I know where to shop because I've been on my own for a long time. It's like, got that money, kid. Oh, God. Anyway, tomorrow she gets a second coat. Next month, the doors will be put on here. Actually, no, I'll put a dishwasher here. I had all that. I had a dishwasher and I sold it. I was like, no, I'm gonna. I was really trying to be conservative. I'm not gonna use the dishwasher. Freaking idiot. What am I thinking? Duh. Anyway. Tell me none of that, no more, because it's done. Thanks for watching. I need more followers. If you're a real person, follow me. If you're a bot, go bot somewhere else. Till next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.